want to give you a little bit of background about our scholarship program. The Avon Lake Kiwanis was chartered in 1947, and in 1950, the men, and at that time it was only men, decided that something needed to be done to assist high school seniors with college expenses. So they began a no-interest loan program. So initially, the scholarship program was a loan program at no interest with loans. They needed to start paying the loans back within 6 months of college graduation. That was 69 years ago. And in all those years, they never had anyone default on one of those loans. My understanding is someone declared bankruptcy, and it took a while to pay back that loan, but once he recovered, he paid back every penny that he borrowed from Kiwanis. So I think that's really saying something. In the beginning, once it changed it over to a scholarship program in 2010, we still didn't have a lot of money to give away, usually around $2,000 or $3,000, but we'd have 20 applicants, and some of those scholarship meetings went on for a long time trying to decide how to divide that money. And then that eventually changed because in 2008, a lady named Helen Murray passed away, and she had promised her husband when she passed away that she would bequeath $100,000 to our scholarship program. So that was added to the money that Kiwanis had invested. At that time, they invested it in the Community Foundation of Lorain County. So at that time, we sure had a lot more money to give away. And the principal, as you know, is never touched. We can only give away the interest. This year, we awarded $19,900 to 16 high school seniors. And actually, this year, we reached a milestone because in the past 6 years, we've awarded over $100,000 in scholarships. As a matter of fact, Kristen Bowl, who is my co-chair and couldn't be here tonight, sent me an email last night with the total. She and I took over the scholarship foundation in 2010, and since 2010 we've given away $144,900. So I think that's saying a lot. We've awarded scholarships to students from Avon Lake High School, Magnificat, St. Ignatius, and also students who were homeschooled. We've sent scholarship funds all over the United States, from Boston to South Bend, Toledo to I can't pronounce it, Tuscaloosa, and everywhere in between. And the recipients have been as diverse as students' choices of colleges, from the Culinary Institute of America to the United States Naval Academy. This year, our group of scholarship recipients include 2 girls from Magnificat and 14 students from Avon Lake High School. And among them are an Eagle Scout, a senior level Girl Scout, an entrepreneur who makes and sells his own hot sauce, a karate instructor, a student who speaks Mandarin Chinese, a youth retreat director, a 3-time Southwest Conference MVP and state finalist golfer, who also happens to be a female, twins who started bowling a year ago and ended up bowling in the state championship this year, and a Key Club lieutenant governor. Kristen and I took over the scholarship program in 2010, but there's someone here tonight who administered those funds all by himself for years. And I want to take the time to recognize Frank, because he did so much work all by himself. And I joke because, as I said, usually it's one woman who takes over for a group of men. In this case, it's 2 women who took over for 1 man. So we kind of turned the tables, but Frank Hurley, I wanted to thank you and recognize you for your service. Our program would not be where it is today without the generosity of our members and the support of our community. Your support of our pancake breakfasts have allowed our scholarship program to continue, and I thank you.
So if the president of the Kiwanis delegate would like to come up, and Shay, who's going to be our representative, will represent the Avon Lake Community Council, and then the mayor will present his proclamation, and also with Matt Lundy proclamation. So Shay, if you want to come up here. Thank you.
Hi, good evening. I think Eileen actually covered probably just about all of everything that needed to know, but again, I wanted to point out that that over 66 students, and at this point, this has grown at this point since you just gave out the new awards, but you know, over 66 students have received a minimum of anywhere between $1,000 to $2,500 in scholarship money. And I want to point out actually that Parv and Seth, one of their sons, Sam, was a recipient of this actually before he went off to the Naval Academy. The Kiwanis was able to help him purchase several uniforms, is my understanding, so that he could attend the Naval Academy, and of course school books and other things to help him along his way. So it really does touch here locally and with families that you all know, which is great. And again, I want to point out too that again, through the Kiwanis and all the things that you do, you also have helped with the building of the safety town here locally. Sorry, I don't know if I should get closer or not. And then also assisting the Saddle Club on the Hay Day, which takes place at Wastefield. And for those of you who don't know, Hay Day is an event that helps all children have an opportunity to ride on a horse. And that's a pretty big deal here. Of course, they work, again, with a lot of Key Club members as well. So we're kind of basically the younger generation of Kiwanians, future Kiwanians. And again, they just do so much throughout the community, always. And thinking about all the dedication of all the members in the organization really do help to provide, you know, educational opportunities for all the kids that are getting the scholarships, and just overall makes our community that much better. So, Del, congratulations to you and all the Kiwanis members for all that you do.
What? Oh, no.
Congratulations. You can say a
Thank
few
you,
words.
thank you. I accept this for all the Kiwanians that are in the room, that have been here for many years before me. This is one of our major projects that, well, as Eileen said, since 1950. So we weren't even aware of that until, you know, a few weeks ago.
I wasn't
some
aware
of us.
of it until a few weeks ago.
But thank you so much.
Mayor?